There's some very strange things going on your planet.
Is there anything that I can help with?
Yes. There's a portal in London which has been opened.
There's a portal in London?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Some very dark forces.
Should we bring Minotron in to close it?
Yes.
Okay, Archangel Minotron, can you please come forward, please, dear brother?
And another one in Paris, one in New York, one in Moscow. They're opening these things in every major city.
Okay, you got said Paris, New York, and what else?
Helsinki,
Oh, where's that at?
Finland.
You say Helsinki?
Helsinki in Finland.
Oh, Finland.
Stockholm,
Okay,
Berlin,
I can see Berlin. Okay.
Warsaw,
Warsaw, did you say?
Warsaw in Poland. All of these countries involved in this Ukrainian conflict have had gateways opened.
Okay.
They've allowed demonic forces to manifest.
Okay. Okay, you gave me 7. Okay. Brother?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. I have a question. Aprilia was telling me that there are portals that are open in London, Paris, New York, and so forth that need
Yes.
to be closed. Can you tell me, along with you helping me side by side, how to close these portals, dark portals?
All of these places are underground tunnels, shut them down,
Oh, okay.
stop the traffic.
Okay.
These demonics are traveling beneath the ground.
With the children and so forth?
They're popping up in different places. They travel underground and then just appear, cause havoc and disappear. There's a Bilderberg meeting coming up soon. Have you looked at it? It's in Scotland somewhere, I believe.
Did you say Parliament?
No, it's in Scotland,
Mm-hmm.
but you need to look at who's been invited. It will interest you. Of all the secret services of NATO, the heads of oil and gas companies, Henry Kissinger, the head of Pfizer,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
all the usual suspects,
oh, wow.
and so on. They're planning a war to do with gas and oil and crashing the economy. The banks are in serious trouble.
Okay, so what can I do? Should I just shut that down, transmute, or what?
Yes, people must continue lifting their vibrations. Show peacefully that there's no need for control. Control is the enemy.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Humans were not born to be controlled. They were born to commune. This control factor really is becoming a problem.
Okay. But
Things will get
mhm.
worse for people. And I can only speak truth.
Oh, please. I
You're
always like to hear.
beginning to Orwell's 1984 drone policing. There will be drones policing the streets. You're going to end up with robocops. It's
Oh, okay.
coming.
Oh,
You can say no. We don't want this. We don't want to be controlled. And there are more of you than them,
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you.
but it must be done with peace. In these matters regarding entities that big, you must work in secret and just shut them down.
Okay. Do they have any portals, anything that I can shut down? Would that help it? Close?
Yes,
Okay.
there's
Let's,
one in Trafalgar Square.
can we please do that right now and shut the portal there?
Yes,
Thank you. Okay.
for these things to be done. It wasn't necessary. Wars are manufactured.
Yep. How's it look?
Yes,
Tell me it's completely down, completely shut.
yes.
Okay.
Now it's gone back to what it should be, which is Crowley years ago did a ritual there to stop Hitler invading the UK.
He did. Okay.
And somebody decided to send the traffic around Trafalgar Square the wrong way.
Holy shit. Wow.
Now, the energy is complete back to what Crowley said. Now, the UK will be protected from demonic forces,
Okay.
which is exactly what he was trying to do. People read the man the wrong way. He was a genius.
Yeah, they thought he was crazy and loopy. Okay. Yeah.
They say that, but he was a genius. His work wasn't what people think. It wasn't dark, it wasn't monstrous. It was experimental.
Okay.
He wanted to push the boundaries as far as he possibly could in order to discover what would happen. Crowley was hooked into his holy guardian angel permanently.
Hmm.
The reason he called himself the wickedest man alive was because that was the label that the press gave him, so he lived up to it. Just like the Sex Pistols did the same thing years later.
Yeah.
If you get labelled by the press, then you live up to the label because it works in your favour.
Yeah. Okay.
Free, happy,
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Discuss the problems, don't beat them out of each other.
Can you please shut the portal in London?
Yes,
Okay. Tell me how it looks.
yes, it's complete.
Shut the Paris portal.
This one's at the E.A.R.T.H.
What is it?
It's at the E.A.R.T.H.
Okay.
It's very close to where Lady Diana was killed.
Okay. So
Yes, covering is a fabric.
okay. And New York? So what's in New York? What kind of portal is that?
Times Square.
Oh, geez, you're right. Times Square.
Noticed all these places are places that have big advertising, lots of people, and chaotic traffic.
Okay. You go in and close the portal in New York, Times Square.
And they're places where money is rife, the Arc de Triomphe. is at the bottom of the Champs-Elysees, which is where all the posh fashion shops are, where the rich people go shopping, not the poor ones.
Yeah. How's it look?
Yes, very good.
Okay. And Kalinsky, Finland, if I'm saying that right?
Finland is the Parliament building. It has an underground chamber.
Ugh. Okay.
Warsaw is unfortunate. It's been reminded of the Second World War and atrocities.
That's
So in
what I
Warsaw,
wondered.
the energy is a memory. It's a memory trigger.
Okay.
Don't forget, each of these cities has an egregore. It has a spirit that governs it.
Hmm.
Just like every country has an egregore.
Okay. That's right. Okay, so how does Finland look? Kalinsky look?
Yeah.
Okay. And Stockholm, going to Stockholm.
Stockholm, I don't know the name of it, but there's a square there which is the same busy traffic. But do the same thing for all of these places. If you ever come across places like this again, you'll know what to do.
Okay. How does
Yeah,
Stockholm?
and then we can bring in a belief system which will work from Star Trek. The Borg live in a cube with a hive mind. All of these cities and NATO and all the other things work the same. They're like the Borg. The reality is very, very similar. You get programmed, you're just a number, you're not a name, you're a number. You're given a function, you do that function. If you don't do that function, you get punished.
Yeah.
This is what these cities project onto their peoples.
Okay.
And it's not, you know, look, we mustn't be foolish. It's not the politicians that do this, it's the egregores doing it. It's way beyond human scope of what is happening. You can't point the finger at a politician and blame them
Mm.
because it's the actual egregore of the city itself and the country itself.
Yeah. Oh,
And then you move into the continent. Europe has an egregore. Hitler knew this. Hitler played with this idea in a very big way. So you must reverse this effect. If you look at how Hitler united the whole of Europe, or so he thought, dominate, capture, contain,
hmm
rule by fear,
hmm
place it all under one banner. NATO is no different. That's what it's done. But it's used the illusion of peace. But what it really is an egregore that wishes to contain the egregore of Russia.
Mm.
It wants Russia to fear it. It wants Russia to stand still. And the Russian egregore is doing the same to NATO. This is why these conflicts are happening. In Africa, the countries, it's the egregores of the countries all arguing with one another. Who's got the most? This has been a problem for a great deal of time. And until these egregores are sorted, nothing much will change.
Mhm. Okay. So how does Stockholm look? Is Stockholm port closed?
Yes.
Okay. And Berlin, we're going Berlin. No, close out
Well,
Poland.
what a place. That still contains very Nazi energies in the brickwork. They've retained some of the buildings.
Mm.
It's the memory pattern again. You know, when you're dealing with Poland, Germany, France, you're dealing with memory triggers. And obviously fear was the tool. And now the big bad threat is Russia.
I just wrote that down. Yes. Okay.
So it's triggered people's memory. And there's all this talk of World War II. Oh, in World War II, the Russians did this. In World War II, the Germans did that. It's all been brought up again in this Ukrainian conflict. It's told you all in World War II. You must be free of all this. World War II has been and gone. However, it will create World War III if people allow it. Can you see the stimulus? To relate a conflict in Europe to World War I and World War II is you're bringing the rise of fear in all of the people.
Yes.
Oh my God, what if, what if, what if?
I hate people do that. It's negative. They bring it down, they're bringing it in to believe it, and they'll get locked their feelings and fear in it. My husband does that once in a while. I just don't care for that.
But it's the egregores of these cities and these countries that do it. And obviously there are certain, let's call them magicians, employed by agencies that know how to control these egregores and work with them. So they do.
Yeah. How the Berlin portal looks? Is it closing?
Yes, but the problem we're going to have with Berlin is it's going to rise in power.
In the positive way?
At the moment, it's in a neutral way, but it could swing either way.
Is there a way we can just swing it over to the positive light? Highest frequency, have everything healed?
As long as the German egregore remembers that it's now part of Europe and not a fascist regime, then it will be fine.
Should I talk to that entity or should I just let it be? I'm just trying to be a problem solver here.
Yes, remind it that peace must remain. That was why NATO was set up, was to maintain peace in Europe.
Retain peace in
Germany is now unified, so it will be living within its own history, its own memories. They're going to develop a sense of pride very soon. And that's the danger.
Okay. So I'll talk to the entity and ask it to please maintain the peace in Europe.
Yes.
Okay. Can I please talk to the entity of, oh, this is interesting. Entity of Berlin, please?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
I have a message to please maintain the peace in Europe.
I will do my best.
Thank you. I love you, honor you, respect you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Talk back to Apelia, please.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I got shivers in that one. I did leave a message. They said that they'll do the best they can. Will they?
Yes, but they can be provoked by the other countries around them. Okay. You see, Britain holds the money. Britain and Germany are holding the finance of Europe in their hands. And we all know who controls that.
Yeah. Is there anything else I can help with that too?
Well, in a sense, this is a good thing because countries have been brought together. So there is a sense of community and peace amongst the Europeans.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
However, it's left the Ukraine out on a limb. So the Ukraine is like a void. It's neither this nor that. It's just cool, right there in the corridor in the middle.
Okay.
And at the end of this, there will be very little of the Ukraine left, unfortunately.
I'm such a problem solver, and I'm sorry for all these questions. I feel like I'm relearning, and I so am focused for all this that I'm doing right now, and what I continue to do forward to heal all. And if any of my, I teasingly joke and call my working sometimes, will unfold for all of this, with the portals, I think I'm learning this, helping people to unfold and heal all. I'll greatly appreciate this for my growth and my galactic self as well. If anyone hears me out, hears me ricocheting my vibration frequency, please, 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 please shift the vibration frequency. Be more positive and love light. Earth doesn't need this crap anymore. Thank you. Sorry, I get a little teary.
It's understandable. You are living in traumatic times. Some of you can shun the media. Some of you will suck the media up and believe everything it says. Some of you, like yourself, will unthread it to try and find the truth.
Yes,
It's all okay.
thank you.
You know, you must work with the understanding that, yes, it looks cruel. I remember Glenn said to you once about living in the age of catastrophe.
Yeah.
That means you must observe without emotion.
Observe, yeah.
Use your intellect. It's like if something's looking dodgy somewhere, then intervene. Weave something positive. This is all you can do. You know, as far as being humans go, you're not. You believe you're limited, but you're limitless.
Okay.
If you are connected to the source and said, hey, we're not doing this anymore, the egregores become threatened. You see, you need to get your minds together to be able to match the power of the egregores.
Okay. Okay.
So all of you guys, ladies and children that are moving around now in these collectives, these tribes, as you call yourselves, this is what you're doing. You're gathering up the momentum to be able to put these egregores into a place where they can't do harm. Because all an egregore is everyone's mental energy anyway. It just takes on a life of its own.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so I just have that fire in me sometimes. It's like, come on, people, let's lift up.
Exactly. But if you allow yourself to be upset by these goings on, the only person you're hurting is yourself. You're creating something for yourself.
Yes.
You know, if you look at, I can't compare this because it wouldn't be fair, but I will use it as an observation. If you think more like Glenn does about it, look at it and go, okay, that's happening. But I'm not getting sucked into that. I'm not allowing my energy to go down that rabbit hole. What I'm going to do is just keep watching, keep waiting. Although in saying that, he does get caught in it sometimes. Media is a very powerful thing. You will all find your ways. What I'm trying to say is you will all find your ways of dealing with it. But the real lesson for all of you people now is observe without emotion. If you can do that, you're really helping the situation, because to put sorrow on it feeds the egregore. To put grief on it feeds the egregore. To put anger on it feeds the egregore. All of these things feed off of human thoughts and feelings. They're like huge vampires. So you must detach from them. and raise your vibrations, then the egregore becomes challenged or influenced is the word. You're trying to influence these egregores to be higher beings themselves because they're programmed.
Yeah.
So you have to change the program of them to be, hey, Paris is a beautiful city. London is a wonderful place full of history. You get rid of the negatives, keep the positives. New York is a vibrant, happy place where you can have a real great night out on Times Square. Helsinki has a lovely vibe with a cafe culture. Stockholm is a beautiful place with beautiful people who are all fit, strong, and healthy, and so on. Change the image of these places.
Yeah.
Image is part to do with the magic of the ego, which is what the egregores work for.
Okay.
Invoke angels, get angels to deal with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not criticizing you. It's okay to be sad.
Yeah.
People feel things. You have feelings. You're human. Sometimes we have to let these feelings out.
Yes.
But what needs to happen is change. Changes of leadership, changes of lifestyle, a better distribution of money and wealth. Instead of the rich leaving the poor to just die and suffer in the gutter, because that's what they're doing.
Yes.
And I'm sorry if I've upset you.
No. I just it's I just don't like low vibration frequencies. I never have. I love how to help with aura, and I thank her immensely for helping my growth. It's the negativity, toxicity, it's hurting people, it's mind control, it's all that. It's like there's so no need for it. And I always think when people do that against other people, they're afraid that, oh, they're very powerful. Well, they're stupid right now. I can rearrange my words just so, and they'll believe it. And it goes on for generations and generations. I just want this stuff to stop.
Yes, many do. Many are. You're kind of like in the new punk era. It's interesting, maybe look at it like this. You're living in interesting times. This is the new punk era. You've got revolution, you've got rebellion, you've got protest.
Yes.
But it must be done as peacefully as possible. And then it will be effective. But the whole world is saying enough is enough. So you're not alone in your desires.
I know I'm not the only one. Yeah.
Have a better world. Lloyd wants it, Glenn wants it, Tash wants it, Lisa wants it, you all want it. You're all fighting for the same end in your own little ways, which is fantastic. Celebrate that. Celebrate the coming together of new tribes. Celebrate being together as families. Celebrate your friendships.
Yeah.
Make the whole experience a happy place.
Yeah.
Where all of you will benefit from each other, which you're doing naturally anyway, I must say. You are.
Thank you so much. I love everybody.
You're getting it together very nicely.
Good.
There's good alchemy between all of you. You're all fighting for the same ends, and which is for the children. That's why you're all doing it. But you mustn't view it as like an ultimate war zone or
no.
an ultimate magical combat. Yeah, by all means, protect yourself from the dark magics. But these people, there are only a few. There's not many of them, but they want this. They desire this. They get a kick out of this. It's a sickness.
It is sick. Mental sickness. It's sickness. Yeah, it's a sick.
But history can only repeat itself if you allow it to.
Yeah.
That's why you're all trying to change, because well, if we don't let history repeat itself, i.e. fascist regimes and communist regimes, they're all regimes anyway. So you have to be free, like you guys live. Get your little tribes together, and live how you want to live.
Yeah.
That's the answer to the problem.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's very simple. It's a simple case of Star Wars, good against evil.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can see that. Oh, yeah. That's
And it's
true.
not just happening on Earth, it's going through the star systems. There's
Mhm.
battles going through the stars. The entire galaxies are at war between these two incompatible forces. But
Mhm.
one is actually a force and the other is a flow. But
Yeah.
it wasn't always like that. There was once a time where it was a blending from one to the other. There wasn't darkness as such, it was order,
Hmm.
chaos, chaos, order. Chaos creates new order. You've got to have the chaos, or you can't have the new order you will seek.
That's true.
So that's probably the best way to root your mind is look at Ukraine and go, we've got to have this chaos because without this we can't get the new order.
Yeah.
And it's a hard thing to look at, but this is what Glenn was putting across when he said to you, yeah, this is the age of catastrophe. That's what it is. You're
Yeah.
having the chaos now because you're building a new order.
Thank you.
Things will calm. It
Thank
will
you.
be resolved.
So going to Warsaw, Poland, go and close that portal.
Yes.
Okay.
But what we need to close there is what used to be the ghetto.
Oh, okay. Okay. How's that look?
Yes.
Okay. It's closed, it's healed.
Yeah.
Is there any portals in Russia and the Ukraine I'd love to help be of service to?
Red Square.
Red square, gold. Okay.
Red Square is where they display their military might.
Okay. How's it look?
Yes, that's better.
Okay. And your Ukraine?
Ukraine, we can't do anything with. It's being turned to dust.
Okay.
We must just place peace, look for resolve. Place,
Okay.
we
Love and
with the
peace.
intention of peace. Let peace come there now.
Okay.
Enough is enough.
I'll put love and peace there right now.
Just a ceasefire would do, just for some respite. But let the peace talks now take place.
Okay. How's it look now?
Yes, that's good. I must go soon because Glenn's getting cravings for pizza.
Ah, okay. Really quick, is there any portals in Ontario or Canada that I should close?
Yes, where the truckers went.
Oh, okay. We're gonna close that portal.
Yes,
Okay.
there was some discord there.
That's, I wondered about it and then I watched. How's it look?
Yes, that's better.
Okay. Is it closed, healed?
It's closed.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for your wonderfulness. I thank you so much for Archangel, Metatron, Apelia, Source, everybody that's around listening, which I know you guys are always here. I thank you all for your help, helping me to remember, get some new skills. I thank you all so much. I love you, honor you, and respect you all completely. Thank you all so much. I love you all.
As we do you.
Thank you so much. We're gonna bring Glenn back up.